You're watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Rishika Barua. Joining us on the broadcast is a very special guest. We have Professor Jagadesh Kumar, the chairman of the University Grants Commission, live with us on NDTV. Thanks very much, sir, for speaking to us. A lot of changes and churning in the education system, and we really appreciate you joining us. To clear the air as far as students are concerned. First up, I want to begin by asking you about the common entrance test for universities, the CUET. What is it?
Speaking strictly from the student's perspective, I think the introduction of the common university entrance test will be a great relief to the students across the country. This is an entrance test that will be conducted by the National Testing Agency for admissions in UG programs in all the universities. However, this year we have made it compulsory for all the central universities, and we are asking all the universities, whether they are state universities, deemed to be universities, private universities, to use the CUET scores for admission in the undergraduate programs across the country. So as a result of this, students need not have to write different kinds of entrance tests. They need to write only CUET, and ultimately we would like to make CUET one entrance test and one nation for all the admissions in the UG programs.
Right, very important. You're saying right now this is going to be for central universities as far as 2022 is concerned, but going forward, private universities will also, be roped in. So entrances to private universities will also be based on this common entrance test. Lots of questions, and I want to begin with the basics. What is the criteria for the eligibility criteria for the entrance test?
You see, anybody who has passed +2, 12th standard can write CUET, but however, the +2 marks may be used by different universities as an admission criteria. So they will have CUET score, and the university may fix a certain percentage of marks in the +2 to be eligible to apply for admission in UG programs based on the CUET score. Because the universities are autonomous organizations, we have left it to the universities to decide what should be the threshold marks in the +2 in order to be able to get admission in a university.
So that's very interesting. If I understand that correctly, what you're saying is that it's not like the class 12 marks are going to be rendered redundant. They will still count for a basic eligibility in order to even sit for that common entrance test. Is that right?
Well, one can sit for the common entrance test if they have cleared their +2, but to get admission in the UG program, the respective university can fix certain minimum marks in their +2. For example, University A may say that you should have minimum 60% of marks together with the CUET score to be considered for admission in UG program, but some other university may fix it at 70%. So we have left this threshold in the +2 marks to the wisdom of the universities to decide.
So each central university can then therefore decide that threshold, which is very interesting. The question then on everyone's mind, sir, is this now perhaps the first step to do away with those sky-high cutoffs every year that make headlines?
Absolutely. It is causing so much of stress in the minds of our students and the parents. It is ridiculous to have 100% cutoff for admissions in many of the UG programs in some of the top universities. So the CUET will provide a level playing ground to all the students across the country, and it doesn't have to be based only on the cutthroat competition that we see in the board marks. I hope that people will now focus more on learning rather than just achieving the highest score in their +2 examinations.
Right. Well, on to some of the brass tacks now. When will the exam take place?
The exam is scheduled to take place in first week of July, so that the scores will be ready for the universities for the UG admissions, and by then also most of the boards would have completed their +2 examinations. And the application process for writing the CUET will be initiated by NTA in first week of April.
Right. Will it be an offline or an online exam?
The application process will be online. The examination also will be a computer-based test. The students do not have to have high proficiency in using the computers. Today almost every student can use a smartphone. If they are familiar with using a smartphone, they can go to the test center and use the mouse to choose the choices of the answers in the computer-based test. So it's going to be very easy in terms of the technology.